We're going to make octopus and mushrooms in a white wine sauce. And we're going to use onions or shallots, fresh garlic sliced, the stock that we saved from boiling, simmering the octopus, which you must have, and white wine, some heavy cream. So let's just put it together. Since we're using heavy cream, I usually say use olive oil, but if I got heavy cream in the recipe, I gotta cook with butter. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. So we go about sauteing the onions, the mushroom, and the garlic. First we'll start off with the onions and mushrooms. For the reason, as soon as you when you throw the mushrooms in there, they're going to turn into water. So let's just saute this for a second. And we are using cooked octopus. If you don't know how to cook it, then just I have a recipe on how to make octopus tender by simmering it. So let's get this going here. Let's pick up the flame a little. Get that piece of octopus out of there. Well, right offhand, this is going to turn out well because why? We're not using water. We're not using a chicken stock. We're not using a vegetable stock. We're using the stock that was made from the octopus. And in cooking, whenever you can, whether it be beef, veal, chicken, you try and use the bones from that animal. And whenever you have garlic and onions or garlic and shallots together, that'll make the dish delicious. And everything in here is fresh. Okay, we sweated that up enough. Now we put the shrooms, which have been thoroughly washed, cut in half with the stems, which you don't have to do. Items like this, I leave the stem in. But if you're really concerned about appearance, you don't have to use the stem, and if you wanted to slice them, you could. I'm only cutting the mushroom like this because the octopus is about the same size. That's after the mushroom's cooked down. And if something is long in a recipe, I try to julienne the vegetables. So we'll let this cook, and we will cover it, and in about a minute all the water will start coming out of the mushrooms, so we can help it along. At this point, by putting in the white wine, a good dry white wine, not sweet. And let that reduce. This really doesn't take long. As soon as that wine is reduced, I'm going to pour the stock in there. And to thicken it, everybody knows what a roux is. Okay, that was about a minute and a half. Smells good already. Now we'll add the stock. It has a nice slightly pinkish color, brownish, pinkish. So we're going to let this come to a boil, then we're going to thicken it. Okay, it's come to a boil. Now you have to look at the amount of octopus that we have. Now this is a meal for 2 people. And look at the amount of sauce. Now, you don't want to waste the sauce, and you don't want to have too much. So we're going to reduce this a little bit. Taste this. Oh, okay, I will. If you like octopus, this is like so good. That stock is just octopus, that's it. And everything else in there is just helping it along. Okay, now the thickening. I am going to use this today. I'm too lazy to make a roux. But I have a recipe to show how much roux is needed for like 1 quart of liquid. But you know, you just take a little melted butter and flour and make a little paste. Then you would add it slowly to this and let it cook for a few minutes so it'll get thicker. And if you want to go the route with the cornstarch, you just make a little paste of cornstarch with water and drizzle it in there. That'll thicken immediately and will stay that thick. So it's up to you, but I like this wonder. And I'm going to put the octopus in there now. We're not going to hurt it. It's not going to fall apart. It's already tender. So what could happen to it? Become just a little more tender? I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is the amount of liquid to solid. Because when you put this on the plate, it has to look good. And this is going to be served, this is octopus and mushrooms and cream in Bordeaux of a rice. And we'll top it off with some fresh scallions or chopped parsley, whichever you prefer. Now, this doesn't look bad for the liquid to the side, but we still have a little heavy cream to add. Not a lot. The heavy cream is going to give a little taste, but really change the color nicely. Or bring out this dark reddish brown color. So we're going to slowly put the wonder and stir. Put a little bit, stir it in. Just add it gradually. I know we're going to be adding a lot more, but I just like to do it slow. And after you add a little bit more, what you'll see is it'll be turning into a sauce. It won't be looking like water any longer. And no salt is needed for this. That octopus came out of salt water. Therefore, the stock that it made was plenty salty. Now, if you want to add pepper to it, no problem, go right ahead. I am going to put just a little bit of cayenne pepper in there. Something like this, I like to get that bite. Now, as you see, it's starting already to thicken a little bit. 2 shots of cayenne pepper. Should be plenty. Now if you wanted to, actually, if we added celery, maybe some carrots early on, you would have a soup. As you see, it's starting to thicken, but not enough. That's what I like about the Wonder. When you get used to this, it was a great invention, whoever did it. Gold medal. Is that the guy's name? Ha ha ha. And the other reason why a roux is just going to add more fat to it. I have nothing against the roux. I love roux. But if this works, that's all that matters. And it's reducing a little bit also. I'm getting to the well, we're going to wind up with a little extra sauce, but so little that it won't matter. And that's it. You just want the sauce to cling, to cover the spoon. See that? Because after it sits on the plate for about a minute or two, it will look thicker. Okay. Now we're going to get the cream. And we're going to add a quarter of a cup. That heavy cream just makes this item look even better. A simmer, and then we'll put it on a plate. That's it, we're done. Now we get the plate ready. We put the rice on the plate, because this is in Bordeaux, a border of rice. And then we spoon in the center the octopus and mushrooms. That's enough sauce, so let's just get a little salad in there. Put a little scallions over there. There you go. That's enough for 2 people. Enjoy.